Hey everybody, it's Miranda here from the Swirly Do's Education Design Team, and I've got a tutorial to share with you guys today. I'm actually going to show you how to make your own texture paste. I promised to do this tutorial, and I'm sorry it's taken me a while, but this is my homemade texture paste, and it works amazingly well. So I'm not going to make a big batch today, I'm just going to make a little one because I am running low on the adhesive that I use. But all you're going to need for this, I've seen different tutorials, but I kind of just used what I had in my house and it works perfectly. Just some household flour, regular cooking flour, a liquid adhesive. I'm going to use Mod Podge. You could probably use Elmer's glue. You could use just about any, which I have some Elmer's glue, so I might make a bigger batch. And then some acrylic white paint or gesso to color it. Like I said, there's lots of different tutorials, but I just kind of started throwing mine together. I didn't even measure it, but for this tutorial I will give you guys some measurements. I'm basically just going to do equal parts of each one, and then from there you can kind of go in and see if you need to add more or less, you know, to get it to the consistency that you like. Okay, so I'm just going to put some flour here on my plate. It seems like enough. So just put equal parts of each one, and you can use a little cup to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it, but if you want to be exact, just get like a little measuring cup or something from your stash to use. Okay, and then you're just going to put your gesso in there. Okay, so that's about equal parts. Now I'm just going to start mixing it up together, and I can already tell I'm going to need a little bit more gesso and glue because it's a little too thick and not absorbing all of the flour, but it's no big deal. You just add more as you go. You can get it as thick or as thin as you want it to be. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more glue. I was skeptical of this at first, but once I tried it out, you know, I waited till it dried. I bent my papers to see if any would chip away, because that's the problem I've had with some texture paste in the past, and it doesn't. This stuff is like cement. Once it's on there, it is definitely going to stay. Okay, I'm all out of Mod Podge. I'm going to add a little bit more gesso too. I'm running low on everything. Okay, that should be enough to mix this all up really good. Okay, I'm going to get a paintbrush to go ahead and finish stirring it up. This is like the perfect consistency. It is ready to go. Okay, so you can see what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and add it in with my other big batch, and then we are going to start using it. I'm just going to dump it into here. So this is a super easy alternative to spending all that money on the texture pastes and everything. Okay, now I'm going to trace this onto my paper. Oops, didn't show up over there for some reason. Just line it up again. Okay, I've grabbed a few shimmer sprays from my stash, and I'm just going to randomly mist on here. Okay, now that that's dry, we're going to use the wonderful stencil that came in our kit this month. And it looks like this. And we are going to use our homemade texture pastes. And I'm just going to use a palette knife to spread it across here. Okay, so the texture paste is dry now, and it is not going anywhere. This stuff is just like cement on there, and it's flexible and everything, so it's really good quality. Absolutely love it. That's what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to start embellishing it using some odds and ends from past kits and then from this kit as well. On one of the sheets of paper there were these wings, and I just wanted to fussy cut those out. And I'm just going to ink up the edges now. When you ink up the edges of your fussy cutting, it always just makes it look so much better. Okay, and then we've got this Kaisercraft chipboard piece from a previous kit, and it was long on both sides like that, and I just cut it off so it will look better kind of just coming out from one side. I'm going to use some of the trim from this kit, and it's Petaloo trim. And then I'm going to use a little scrap of the cheesecloth that I had left, and then just some lace scraps from my stash. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of place my lace over here, just randomly. Now I'm going to use some of the flowers from the kit, and I'm just going to kind of place them together, and I want the wings to come out from behind them. Okay, kind of like that. I'm going to use one of the little lyric buttons and a little piece from the engraver kit. Okay, that's pretty much how I want it, and then I'm going to add a sentiment to it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue some of this down. Okay, I want the sentiment to say dream big, so I've just got some Tim Holtz Grunge Board Alphas. I'm just going to gesso them, and then I'm going to ink them so they will stand out on the plaque, and then I'm going to use some of the little Prima letters too. Okay, y'all, so this is basically what I've come up with. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial and give the texture paste a try, and do let me know if you have any questions or something doesn't turn out the way it did on mine. I'm totally here to help y'all. So have a beautiful week, and I will catch up with y'all later. Bye!